Hey everyone, welcome to Open by Accident. Matt here. Today, I wanted to start to share with you some of the games that I've been importing from Japan. First up, we've got Dragon Spirit on the PC Engine. Let's get right into it. So Dragon Spirit for the PC Engine. This game is an overhead shooter where you take control of a dragon, upgrading as you go along, trying to destroy all the enemies in your path. This game has an amazing control scheme. Basically, you control with your D-pad, as well as two buttons, one for your low shot for those ground enemies, as well as the vertical shooting at all of the flying enemies coming at you. You're easily able to upgrade with pickups for your firepower, so your firepower increases as you're going along, as well as the blue pickups, which add heads to your dragons, where you can have up to a triple shot with three-headed dragon. There are other special pickups where you have like special moves that are kind of timed and last a short period of time. This game is a really fun pick up and play game, easy to play in short bursts. It's a lot of fun, and it does have a high difficulty level, but I feel like that adds to the enjoyment of the game because you're always wanting to go back and try to improve and play it again. Now, mind you, I love playing shooters. I'm just not that good at them, so I'm probably the worst person to, give a review or insight onto these games. But I do thoroughly enjoy them. This is a game that I can see myself coming back to and just popping in for a few minutes here and there, do a run or two, and then going on and moving on to something else. Dragon Spirit is definitely an easy game that you can import because the whole menu screen, it's in English, as well as, the gameplay is just straightforward. There's, no text you really need to read. It's just a fun pick up and play game. So this is definitely a game that you can easily import from Japan. So why don't we jump in and we'll look at some gameplay of Dragon Spirit on the PC Engine. Alright, so we've been importing games from Japan. First up, we're going to look at the PC Engine version of Dragon Spirit. So Dragon Spirit was released from Bandai Namco. This is on the Polymega. So let's look at the description for Polymega. It's a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up. Consists of 9 stages. Fly around and destroy everything in your path, much like Xavius. Action takes place on 2 planes, both in the sky and on the ground. So basically what that means is you're shooting vertically ahead of you, and then as well as like maybe dropping like bombs below you. Dragon has 2 different kinds of attacks. There you go, shoot up on the screen, the fire is placed down on the ground. Then of course there's like upgrades and that sort of thing, you gain heads and that sort of thing. It's a really fun shooter, and this is the Japanese HuCard version that was released by Namco back in 1988. So this one is one that I imported from Japan, complete in box, and it's a lot of fun. So we're gonna just hit the start button here, and we're in Area 1. So these first enemies here, I'm just shooting with the vertical button, whereas this guy, you can see I got the bombs to get him down below. This is a tricky little shooter. I love shoot 'em ups, I'm just not very good at them. Oh, missed him. Get him there. That's a fire power up. Whoop. There we go, now we got twin shot, 2 heads. I believe you can get up to 3. Oh no. Ouch, 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 that hurt. I'm gonna die a lot in this one. This one is not an easy game, very unforgiving. It's a lot of memorization, but once you kind of get down the scheme of the game, you'll be able to progress pretty good.
I already took a hit. Those flying guys, man, they're troublesome. Another power up. Alright, twin shot again. And you can see how it's unforgiving. I destroyed the enemy and then their feathers just destroyed me. Just because a game is difficult does not take away from the fun factor. It just creates a challenge where it keeps you coming back wanting to try and try again and improve your gameplay. Those guys are tricky. Ah. That's an added difficulty of this game is when you get hit, you lose your power-ups. As far as like your twin shot, and then you can get it up to a triple shot. So you lose a life bar as well as some of your power-ups. Alright, we got our fire maxed out, but we're still only a single shot. Yes. There we go, good twin shot. Made a little progress. Looks like we're at the first boss battle. Ooh-wee. That was close. He got me. Just like that, game over. Like I said, game's very unforgiving. Why don't we only scored 14,600 points. I mean, that was a rough playthrough. That was our first playthrough back after not playing it for, you know, a few weeks. So, let's give it another shot. See if we can do any better. Double head, twin shot. I think I learned my lesson here than trying to get the ground attack on him, and I'll just hold back and shoot from afar. I was doing pretty good up until that point about shooting all the enemies, but... You see, just like that, it's just so easy to start over with your power-ups. Wow, I haven't gotten that one before. That one's pretty cool. It's almost like a homing shot, flame homing shot. Oh, looks like it's probably on a timer. Yeah. I didn't even see what hit me. Here we go. So stateside, this did get a release, I believe, on the TurboGrafx 16 as well as the original Nintendo system. I'll have to look and see when we compare pricing. Man, these guys are vicious. That was a goober move. Man, lost life. guess in a sense you kind of get like 9 lives because you have a life bar in this game, and that's not necessarily traditional for a shooter. But this isn't necessarily a traditional shooter. Oh, look at there. Nice. We need that. Maybe we can get to the boss with this. I've already beat my last high score. Alright, here we go. Boss fight. We got 3 life bars. Maybe we can make it to level 2. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Dang it. I don't know if I'll do it. Hey, I got him. Not very gracefully, but I did do it. Area 2. Ah, man. 23,830. So Dragon Spirit, I mean, obviously you can play this if you don't speak any Japanese. Looking at the title screen, it's all in English. Game's pretty straightforward. 2 buttons to shoot. Your ground attack and your aerial attack. And move the direction pad. A lot of fun, just high up there in that difficulty rating. So.
Alright guys, so Dragon Spirit, PC Engine. Definitely think this one is worth picking up. Part of the appeal of importing games from Japan is the price point. A lot of times you're able to get the same game that came out over in the States just at a cheaper price by bringing it over from Japan. Now, you do have to kind of consider that there is going to be some shipping cost involved with it, and bringing things over all the way from the Rising Sun can be a little bit costly. But a lot of times if you're able to bundle or find a resale shop that, you know, you can buy multiple games at once, you can kind of make it worth your while. So I was able to buy this in a bundle of games, and the shipping worked out to be about $3 per game, which, you know, if you're buying a game from the States, you know, an individual game, you're going to pay more than that. So, you know, shipping, it can be a factor if you're only buying one game, but if you're bundling and buying multiple at the same time from the same seller, a lot of times, you know, you'll be able to get a pretty good deal on shipping. So like with the price point of Dragon Spirit, we look at price charting, which is just a suggestion really, but you know, this game on the TurboGrafx in complete form usually goes for about $60. Now, granted, the complete form on the North American version has like a big outer box, whereas the Japanese counterpart did not. It was just in that jewel case, and it had the retail sticker on the back. But you know, mine is actually complete. It's got the styrofoam, it's got the little plastic insert cover for the Hue card, you know, the booklet and everything. And you know, that version, if you look at price charting, is about half that, about $30 for Dragon Spirit on the PC Engine. So I mean, if you compare, you know, the North American version directly to the Japanese version, and it's easy pick up and play game, so you don't necessarily need to worry about getting the North American copy, and get it about half the money. So I was able to actually find mine with shipping about $18. So I got a pretty good deal on mine, which is why I went ahead and jumped on it to get Dragon Spirit on the PC Engine. So I use a Polymega to play these games. Now granted, not everybody's going to have access to a Polymega or want to spend the big bucks what a Polymega goes for, but the nice thing about a Polymega is it opens up the library so expansively because it's region free. So I'm able to play TurboGrafx games or the PC Engine counterparts on my TurboGrafx module with no issue or hiccups whatsoever. There are other ways of playing. You know, you could import like a PC Engine system itself, and you'd probably still be money ahead buying the PC Engine counterparts once you bought a few games in comparison to the TurboGrafx 16 pricing. It gets a little crazy sometimes. Other ways, obviously you can go the emulation route, mod your PC, put an emulator on that, or you know, if you already have a TurboGrafx 16, get you an EverDrive for it and, you know, download some ROMs and go that way. But definitely got to start checking out some of these games. So that was Dragon Spirit for the PC Engine. This game's a lot of fun, and I definitely recommend it. However you go about getting it. Get it on the Famicom, get it on the original Nintendo, get it on your TurboGrafx, or the PC Engine. I really enjoyed this game, and I definitely will be coming back to this time and time again, just for a quick session here and there. I hope you guys enjoyed this session of importing games from Japan. There's definitely going to be more to come, so make sure you stick around. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.